So Prem, just brief about yourself and how many years of experience you have, which domain you're working currently, and as
Yeah,
well, of course,
I'm
what
yeah,
is the your expectations?
I'm basically an SAP test manager for Colruyt. Prior to that, I was working for Capgemini, Netherlands, and Cognizant, Canada. So I'm back to India now. So I came to know that there are a lot of dependency for SAP testing when it comes to Tosca. So I'm actually a manual tester, but I come across with a lot of modules like ACP, SD, FICO, Fiori, and all. So now I want to know a little bit more on Tosca that should be integrated with SAP. That's the reason I was looking for a particular actual position, but that's the reason I just joined this call for this to enhance my skills on Tosca.
Yeah, got it. Yes, Satish, you can go ahead.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible. Yeah.
Okay. So, Tosca automation, do you have any general idea on how Tosca works, or you're just new to Tosca?
Yeah, but I done my certification, so I came to know it's a scriptless tool with a modular framework, and so it's a drag and drop where we can scan the modules, prepare the test cases, and also run the test cases in a scratch book for a trial run. Then after that, we'll do the execution list for the trial test execution.
Okay.
So I just gone through that. I was working with Tosca team, but I don't have any hands-on on that.
Okay. So see, currently Tosca, like you said, Tosca is an automation tool. Okay.
Mhm.
So Tosca, yes, Tosca is a scriptless tool. So you need to understand how Tosca works. Okay. How to create that test cases and everything. Once that understanding is clear, okay, you can automate any application. SAP is another application. Tosca will help you enhance the automation. Okay. So why Tosca is because Tosca has inbuilt sales SAP modules for most of the controls. I can share my screen and show you. Just give me one second. Let me know when you can see my screen. Okay. Um,
Sure.
okay. So can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your screen. Yeah.
Okay, so Tosca has standard modules. I mean, if you don't know, the standard modules are predefined modules that is developed by Tricentis, which we can utilize inside our test cases. Okay, so it covers vastly everything related to PDF, Excel, XML, JSON files, handling everything database, or Java-based application, even to run Selenium script. So they have standard modules. That is some these are the common modules that they created, and they have kept it. This is for SAP GUI. Okay, if you are going to work on, so it uh, the major challenges that you have in in SAP automation is the that common controls like login, log on, the menu screens. This is something which is challenging for to automate. Those in Tosca, those are predefined module present in as a standard module. Okay, like for to access login screen, so you don't have to scan these screens. These screens are already available here. You just have to drag it out, and you have to know how to use these screens.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
So if you know how the screen works, for example, status bar, how the status bar your order is. I mean, once if you process how your status bar is processed and how the value comes up, then you can easily take the value. So basically, the idea is once you do the process, you will get a transaction. You will get a process code or order code or whatever it is that in your status bar. So you just buffer the value and you can store the value in buffer. As buffer is a term using Tosca to store value, like how you store variables. Like you declare a variable, define, for example, I'm doing a sales order process. My sales order process is this particular value, and later you can use it in a different wherever it is needed. You can use the same order process to some order generated here, or sometimes use the same order process to check that in a DB. So you can connect everything together if you are doing automation like combine. The currently what I is explaining it, we have to process some order process, financial everything, and then we have to verify everything that is generated inside a database. And then when it is verified, then we have to verify the same thing is available in the web application. So you can combine everything together. So what the major problematic things, for example, these trees, these this is very bit difficult to automate. These are the things that Tosca have as a standard model. You can just utilize. Apart from page by page, anything related to transaction codes that you have to scan it. So when you scan it, Tosca treats. So Tosca inbuilt has a SAP engine. It will when you scan it, it will automatically treat the application as SAP, and it will fetch the value. Okay, that is if it is you are working with a GUI. If your SAP is a web-based application, then the entire Tosca will support. Treat the. For example, I'm currently looking into this S4 HANA for some trial POC. So okay, so if I just create a couple of modules related to this, okay, see for login, home screen, icon bar is so the pretty much it is very much easy to automate, not that much complicated. Apart from some complication you can find while scanning those modules. Apart from that, it's pretty much easy. So once we go step by step how the module is created, every application is different. When you automate a web-based application, then there are certain guidelines and steps that you have to follow to make it more stable. The same goes for when you're doing a desktop-based SAP application. Okay. Apart from the flow part, you have to know how the SAP flow works. Your SAP data, that is where the struggle comes in. You have all those information there. Once you understand how Tosca works entirely, then this should be easy to work on.
Okay.
Okay. So, you have any questions or any
Uh,
specific things that you
so
want?
how to create a test data for, say, for example, if you're creating a sales order, so
Mhm.
how to create a test data for to automate the script in Tosca?
Isn't it you're automating? They will provide you the sales data because say for SAP is an ERP tool. The test data is very specific to the particular company what
Mm-hmm.
they are working. We can find some common data
Mm-hmm.
that for testing, which I was currently doing before the call. I wanted to create. I I don't know why this is loading. Whatever it's called that. I wanted to create a sales order process, but was not able to uh, get the data. So I was doing it and try to get some standard data, which you can get it online if you are trying something, but you are working specifically for a company.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So then they will provide you, for example, yeah, this is same. This is S4 HANA web version. This is new cloud. This is a cloud format which came up recently. Sales. Uh,
Now, if you have an existing data, then how can we you make use of that and automate it?
yeah. See, if you have a test data, then you have. Then you don't have any problem. You just create a test case design for those data. Create test cases, feed those data into your test case, or if you have all the test data in Excel sheet, you can use that as you have Excel engine to manipulate over Excel sheet. So depend upon where your test data is. If you want to handle the test data or TDM, or like
How do we pull that? How do you pull that to SAP?
uh, from where Excel.
For an Excel sheet, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so you have to manipulate Excel, you have standard models. Okay, open Excel, define Excel range, range
Mhm.
manipulation. So range manipulation open. So SAP treats the entire sheet as a table, rows and columns.
Okay.
You just have to put row and column. You can put conditions to get which data to pick up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and if you have any specific macro, you can run macro also. So these are all predefined. You just have to drag and you have to know how to use it, where to
Mm-hmm.
stack these things, and to fetch the data. Once your data is in Excel sheet, you can directly utilize the data into Excel sheet. Or if your company provide TDS, which I cannot show you right now, it's a web services. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
there are three types of data. One is your test case design. You create a test sheet. Okay, here you create attributes and your instances. That is your test data.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is your static data. If you have some static data that you are going to work on, okay, you can build your own test sheet. Maybe I can show you how a built test sheet will look like. So okay. Uh, so yeah, like I said, there are three types of data. One is a test case design, that is just static data. If you want to organize your data, like to create a data-driven testing, so wherever your data sheet is, you can take the data and you can design your test data according to your test case, however you want. Okay,
Okay.
and you can based on your test data, your Tosca has the option to generate test cases based on that. For example, you have 10 set of data and you have same scenario.
Mm-hmm.
uh, Based on your test data, Tosca will generate n number of test cases based on how you want to test the data. So that is basically called data driven testing. Okay, so
Okay.
you can see this is how you can keep your data like stored. These are all the values. For example, if you are inputting a value into a particular field, so these are this many sets of data that they have.
Mm-hmm.
Each row is a one set of data. Okay, you can fill it inside and you can select it from which test case, how many test case you. So each row is one single test case. So everywhere the data changes. So you can either define your data here, which is static. Okay, or if you are in a company where you are using Excel sheet to store the data, keep it. You can buffer using the standard module. You can buffer all the data batch is what you need from the Excel sheet, and you can feed it into your test cases. Or you have a TDS services, which is your dynamic data that is that stores in your web service, which called test design server. Sorry, TDS. Uh, Sorry, test design services. So there you can store the data, and in runtime you can upload the data and also fetch the data from there. It also works as a rows and columns. It is exact. So if you have a data in Excel sheet, you can upload it into your TDS, and you can utilize in Tosca that in during runtime. This you have to design it yourself according to customize your test case based on your test data. And TDS is a web version where you can store the data and utilize during runtime. And it is basically Excel sheet. You upload it. I mean, it has a format. When you download it, it will give you a format. You just have to put the data in that format, and it will just then using your standard modules, you have again standard module to fetch those data.
Okay.
So
So
yeah, you
generally,
can.
so generally, when it comes to SAP, so what are the exact topics or maybe syllabus to be covered as part of a session, so that we can concentrate on when it comes to interview point of view. So how do we prepare for an interview point of view?
See, uh, if for SAP based role, first of
Mm-hmm,
all, you need to know how Tosca works. That is a basic your
mm-hmm,
thing that you understand how
mm-hmm,
your module, how your tests, how you create a module, how your test case is built, and test data is mostly 90% specific to the company because
mm-hmm,
it is very sensitive information which
mm-hmm.
they are.
Exactly,
So
exactly.
usually when the related to data thing, if you get a question that you can just, I mean, it's not like you are giving any universal. So it is the truth, the data is specific to the particular company. So usually the data is provided by the company. Yeah, this is the data, and this is how we want to test the application, and you have to run it. Or if they want to create something standardized, then I mean you can always Google it. You will get some standard value. You have to do hit and try, like
Mm-hmm,
what I was doing with this because I didn't get any standard, so I'm just running. So also based on the specific company, SAP has information inside this. For example, this is a trial version I took yesterday. This doesn't
mm-hmm,
have any information. Okay, it has some dummy data. Okay,
mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm,
I have to pull the dummy data to get what I want. Okay, so this is sold to party and shipped to party, and if I click here,
mm-hmm,
uh, I mean, in both GUI and it is same. It will show you the information which party I'm. For example, I'm taking Sky Bikers. Okay, it automatically fills something. So the point is now here this is where the challenging part is. I have to select a item or a product which is relevant to that. Okay,
mm-hmm,
if I just randomly like uh, put something and let's say I need 3 quantity of this.
mm-hmm,
Okay, I put any category. This won't
mm-hmm,
work. So I have to find an exact thing that is available. These are okay. If I try to create this, it is giving me an error
mm-hmm,
because this is the item that I'm trying to select is not related to the shipping party or thing that I selected above. So these are specific data that needs to be given by the customer who we are working for. They will give you because it's a sensitive information. Either
mm-hmm,
this is mostly this the if you are doing a US based project, it will be 100% related to healthcare. Right, patient information, patient data will be there from here. So that is sensitive information which you get into their ERP only. You can't get that anywhere else. It is
mm-hmm,
customized to their particular organization. So they will give you the test data most of the time. But if you are building something as a standard, basically, then you have to do an hit and try method. Like put value, then check which one is working in that ERP, and you can generate the test data. The idea is to have to know how the baseline is. You have to understand
mm-hmm,
how your Tosca works. And there are certain challenges that come when you automate a web-based application like this one, and when you automate a desktop-based application. So that is what we will see how to handle those. Apart from that, test data is something that is given by a customer and given by a customer or person or anything, and how to overcome those challenges and how to create a step. There are related to SAP, there are certain like known issues when you are automating it. Okay, so we will address those. Okay. Apart from that, automating SAP is not that much complicated. I don't know about the web version. That desktop version is, I mean, pretty much easier to automate with the current version than the previous version. You can get the controls very easily and you can automate it.
mm-hmm,
There are certain fields you won't be able to automate also. That is also a thing. So those are the challenges. Apart from that, yeah, that is there is nothing different from automating any other application. But Tosca makes SAP very easy to automate since it has all the pain points already created as a standard one.
Okay. So, but
Okay.
what is the exact session syllabus in the upcoming sessions? So, how it will be carried out? So, do you have any plan for that so that we can also?
Uh, See, I will go with the standard Tosca. So usually when I train people on Tosca, so I go with a web-based application
Mm-hmm.
to automate and so. So instead of that, with since you are specific to SAP, so I will take an SAP structure and SAP transaction codes and SAP uh, thing, and I'll automate and show where are the pain points, how to automate. That's how we go with Telex. The process is same for any application you take. You create a requirement,
Mm-hmm.
you scan and you create modules, you create
Mm-hmm.
your test data, you create your script, and you execute an execution list. If you have a Dex,
Mm-hmm.
CIC, if you are CI CD enabled, then you run your script in CI CD. That is a base for any application for testing.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
how we will do SAP, that we will cover that using SAP based application. We'll do web version also and GUI version also. See the changes how different. This is new, which I'm looking into it right now. So this and also desktop version. So both we can see how to automate. I will tell you. I know the challenges where what kind of challenges we will face. I will show you how the challenges will come and how to rectify it. Those information.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And
So
also, so how to pull the test data to the SAP
yeah, yeah.
application
How to
also.
pull the test data also, I will let you know. I was trying with, I'm from morning, I'm trying hit and I tried upload 15 times, then I got a correct data because this is a trial version. It doesn't have
Mm-hmm.
anything. So
Okay. Okay.
I had to build one test case to check, okay, how the
Mm-hmm.
end-to-end process. And this is very much different from the GUI version. GUI version, once you finish, you get a standard order at the bottom. Once I completed, I am not getting any standard order here. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mm-hmm.
still checking how this works. This works. So yeah, so we can look into these
Sure,
things.
sure, sure. Okay, then I'm okay with that. Let me check. Let me check with Vasagi, and I'll come out with the plan. So regarding the plan sessions and all, I'll come out with that.
Okay. So
Okay.
point out your requirement and what exactly you are
Yeah,
looking
yeah. I'll
into.
come out.
So
I'll
I will
come out.
customize the classes according to your needs and how it needs to be.
Sure, sure, sure. I'll check with Raja also, and one more person also. He's in a transition phase now.
Okay.
So that's the reason he was traveling. So let me check with him, and I'll come back with you on this, Satish.
Yeah, yeah, sure, sure.
Okay. And is there any prescribed syllabus you have anything so that we can you can able to share it out so that at least like day wise we can able to check what is the exact classes we are going to take for the particular day.
Uh, I can give you, yeah, I can give you one, but I have to prepare this is for.
Yeah, some syllabus kind of thing. At
So
least
yeah,
then only
just
right. Otherwise, right, it
yeah,
will be
just
because we
check
are.
with the team.
Mm, mm,
Your friends and team,
yeah.
and gather your requirements, and
Mm-hmm,
then give it to me. I
mm-hmm,
will prepare a course plan and I'll send
mm.
it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Then fine, fine. Then I can check with Vasiki and also I'll take with my friends and other colleagues and I'll come back with you on this.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for your time, valuable time, Satish.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, any other questions, Prem?
Yeah, this is the one. I'll check with my friends. The other people doesn't join. That's the concern. So I'll
Yeah.
check with them and I'll come back with you on this.
Okay, okay, sure, sure.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Satish. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you. Bye.